get us started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready. Yellow, lining. Hut, hut.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game. And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. And fights through one man. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. In motion is McKenzie. First play's a run with Nwangu. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7, following the incompletion on second down. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That's their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know, I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch. To the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Check, man. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 26 yards. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here are the Lions Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, 57 yards. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
This is caught by Williams. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Drill, 52. Steal, check, steal.
Gibbs straight ahead. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
A toss out right to Gibbs. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Here's 3rd and 9. Play action this time with Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's and the throw here caught by Addison. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Say, hunt, smash, smash. Say, go.
1st down, Love to pass. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
3-3. Hunt.
Play fake. Here's Love. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. To throw now, here's Love. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
2nd down and 6 now. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He finds his man. Complete. It's McKenzie. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Lions' 4-yard line.
Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Love. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Love now to pass on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. McKenzie now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Trailing here in the 2nd half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to speed things up here. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st down, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. On the give, here's Gibbs. He'll get this to about the 38. And now they're in the hurry-up. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. A first down throw for Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Alert, 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 alert.
On the give is Nwogu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Another rundown for Nwogu. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings! Kene Nwogu. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Ready, Cheetah, Cheetah. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing. Love. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Ready?
Now Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Love now. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Love. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. This is caught by Williams. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 146 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right?
And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On second down, here's Gibbs. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The Lions on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On fourth down, Love. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down.